This might just be the craziest restaurant at Disney World. Today we're heading into Epcot to dine amongst the fish at Coral Reef. We'll be checking out their new menu and we'll be catching a special concert in the World Showcase afterwards. Hello from Epcot. We are days out from Hurricane Milton, and I wanted to come get my Disney dining fix before the storm hits. Not only are we dining at Coral Reef, but we are also doing the Eat to the Beat dining package to hopefully get some good seats for the Joey Fatone concert later tonight. If you guys didn't know, every year during the Food and Wine Festival here at Epcot, they host the Eat to the Beat concert series. They bring in a bunch of bands and artists to perform a concert, and admission to that concert is included in your park ticket. But lines to get into those concerts, especially for the more popular artists like Joey Fatone, can get pretty long. So if you wanted to guarantee close viewing for the concert, they offer a dining package at multiple different restaurants around Epcot where you could kind of eat a 3-course meal and then go see the show in like the front viewing area. There are a handful of restaurants here at Epcot that participate in this dining package, Coral Reef being one of them, and since they had a new menu, I figured this was the perfect place to kind of come review the new menu and then go see the show. The price of the dining package varies depending on which restaurant you choose. Here at Coral Reef, for adults ages 10 and up, it's $73, and children ages 3 to 9, it is $29 for this package. I'll be showing you guys everything that's included in the dining package, but don't worry, if you're not coming for the dining package and you just wanted to check out the new menu here at Coral Reef, I'm still gonna be going over all that stuff as well. And who better to check out this new menu with than Maria from Lake Buena Visitors. We haven't seen you in forever, Maria.
I know, LBV TV went on a little bit of a hiatus, vlog-wise, but we're back. We've been working hard on the shop, so hard that Joey Fatone wore the shirt, yes, at his Epcot Eat to the Beat, which is what we're doing tonight, is Eat to the Beat, to support the man wearing our shirt, Joey Fatone from NSYNC. How cool, he's saying bye, bye, bye on this tee.
That is really cool. So yeah, actually yesterday during Joey's concert, he was wearing the Nightmare on Main Street tee for the first show. I think he was wearing a random tee for the second show, and then the third show he was wearing the Walt tee, which you guys see me wearing those tees all the time. So I tried to like channel my inner Joey Fatone and kind of think about what shirt he would be wearing today, and I'm hoping I'm matching him. I wore my Sorcerer Mickey Phantasmic tee.
By an insider, he has like all of our tees.
He has all of them? Okay, well, I'm hoping he has the Phantasmic one and we're gonna be matching. That would be really, really cool. I don't know, we'll see. Well, now that we are seated, one of the reasons I said this is one of the like craziest restaurants at Disney World is because there is a full aquarium right next to us, so you could kind of look in while you're dining, and we are seated right next to the stingray. It's kind of funny. Last time I dined here, I sat at the table right over there, and I know this stingray was here during the time I was dining as well, because I'm sorry, this is disgusting, but the stingray was pooping while it was like sitting right next to me, and I have it all on video. It was insane. But yeah, we've got a little shark swimming by. We've got a massive stingray right here, and like there's a ton of fish in this aquarium as well, so we've got a great view. And every time I come to dine at the Coral Reef, I like to request a table kind of on the tank right here. Keep in mind, it's never guaranteed. It's just based off what's available. If the cast members can help you out, they will do their best to do so. But I always like to request a table right next to the tank so you can have an even better view. You can see the tank from any seat in the restaurant. There's like kind of like 3 levels, so you can see it from anywhere, but this is definitely the premier spot to dine. And while Maria and I were kind of sitting here, we were looking over everything, and we actually found out that the Eat to the Beat dining package has changed, and we don't think it's changed for the better. But before we get into all that, I want to show you guys the bread. This is a pineapple coconut bread served with a honey orange butter. And you may be thinking, hey, that looks really similar to the bread that you ate a couple of days ago at Ohana. And that's because you'd be right. They serve the exact same bread here at Coral Reef that they do here at Ohana. And I enjoyed it the other day, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it today as well. All right, we got to get this butter on here, though. This butter is different from the one at Ohana. At Ohana, they just have a slab of butter with honey. This is like a citrus butter. They have a citrus butter at the Grand Floridian Cafe that I love. Have you ever had the citrus butter at the Grand Floridian? Oh, with the biscuits, they serve it for breakfast. It's really, really good. So I think this will be good on here. Oh, yeah. Get into the citrus butter here. The citrus butter is so good. I think she said like orange honey butter. And yeah, this butter is so much better than the butter at Ohana. Ohana needs to take notes. Yes, it's so good. This is the perfect combo on here. Oh my God. This butter makes the bread. On its own, the bread is average, I'd say. But with the butter, It's a winner.
Is it free?
Well, I sure hope it's free because a lot of the other stuff that used to be included in the dining package is no longer. I'll kind of get into that. So previously when you did the dining package, for one of the concerts that they have going on here in Epcot, you used to get a non-alcoholic drink, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. Any appetizer, entree, and dessert from the menu. We just found out as we were sitting down that that is no longer the case. She kind of told us that we get an alcoholic drink included with the dining package here now. And I was so excited. I was like, oh, that adds like a great value to the meal since it is $73. That is very, very expensive to dine here at Coral Reef, where most of the menu items are like $30. So I was like, oh, that adds a lot of value. That sounds great. So we're looking through the drinks. And then she kind of let us know that they added the drink because the appetizer is no longer included with the concert dining package. They kind of streamlined it because with the Disney dining plan, you don't get an appetizer, you get an alcoholic drink, an entree, and a dessert. So they kind of made it the same as the dining plan. So no appetizer. I feel like that takes away so much money. And honestly, if I had known that before we made this reservation, I would have been like $73 to eat at Coral Reef without an appetizer. I'm good on that. So that's definitely like, that's a downer for sure. So normally I wouldn't order a drink at this restaurant because the drinks, I mean, this is just the specialty drinks here, but they're not really anything special. And then the drink menu, which I don't think is on our table anymore, is just pretty much like the Disney pool bar drink menu. So nothing really that impressive. But I did decide to go with the Coral Rita. This is a margarita with tequila and Cointreau for $17. It honestly just sounds like a regular margarita, but I got it because it had the name Coral in it. So I thought like Coral Reef. I don't know. I thought it might be a little bit special, but it looks like just a basic margarita. And I just want to preface this by saying I would have not ordered a drink here. So like, I would have way rather had the appetizer than this drink because the drink menu just isn't, you could get these drinks at any old Disney pool bar. And if I was going to get a margarita, I should have just not got this and gone over to the Mexico Pavilion and got a margarita for the same price. So I hope this is good here. Let's try this out. It looks like a lot of sour mix. That is just like the most mid margarita I've ever had. It's like sour mix with tequila. I will say there is quite a bit of tequila in there. It is strong, so at least there's that. But I feel like there should be like fresh lime juice in this, and I know there's not. And if there is, it's like a splash of like the prepackaged one because it just tastes like sour mix. So probably wouldn't get this, like I said, especially because I could get a margarita for the same price that's like actually freshly made at La Cava. Maria, tell us about your beverage of choice here.
So this is actually really special because it is specifically made for the Coral Reef itself. There's only 2 places on Disney property where the beers are made specifically for the spot. Here at Coral Reef, it's called the Reef Beer. It is an amber, like a red ale, and it's delicious. It's not too heavy. I like it because it's almost light, where usually amber beers are not. I'm a beer connoisseur. That is my, my version of champagne. But in Animal Kingdom, there's also a special beer. And then Oga's has a special beer, but made through the Lucas Ranch. So that one you could technically get through the internet, but at Animal Kingdom and at Coral Reef, the only 2 beers made by Disney on property.
Okay, well, even though the appetizers aren't included in the meal, I still wanted to show you guys a little bit more of the menu. So I did decide to splurge and make this a, how much now? Like almost $100 meal instead of a $73 meal, and add on the coconut fried shrimp. But for some other options, they do have a sweet corn bisque with some crab in it, though I hear in a couple of days that's actually changing to a lobster bisque. They also have this Caribbean salad that sounds pretty good, and these grilled chicken wings. But like I said, I decided to go with the coconut fried shrimp. This is served with a mango chutney for $18. There are 6 shrimp that, I hate to say this, they look like they're from a frozen package. What is it, like Gorton's or something?
Easily.
These look like they're like from a frozen package, kind of just thrown on a plate with some green onions on top. The mango chutney looks pretty good, but the shrimp, they look really, really sad, especially this poor plating for $18. I expect more. And I actually was thinking like, wait, they have coconut shrimp that are amazing over at the boathouse, and I wanted to pull that up and kind of see how much they are over there. Where are we at here? Where are we at? scrolling. There they are. Okay, so they are $19.50. So they have gone up in price since the last time I got them at least. They're $1.50 more, but you get more than 6, and they are freshly breaded, freshly like caught shrimp. They don't look like the ones from, like the flattened ones from the package. Do you know what I'm talking about? How these are like flattened like this? This isn't what like a freshly made coconut shrimp looks like, I feel. At least they don't at the boathouse. All right, let's go for this coconut shrimp here. It tastes a little bit fresher than I thought it would. So maybe it's not frozen. I could be wrong here. It looks frozen, so let's just say that. It tastes a lot better than a frozen coconut shrimp, and it tastes better than it looks. I also think the mango chutney helps it a lot. So I want to try the shrimp again, kind of on its own to get the full shrimp flavor. Yeah, they definitely have a really good crispness to them. I was a little worried that they were going to be like undercooked and not be crispy. I need a coconut shrimp to have a really good crisp bite to it, and these actually do. It's not overpowering on the coconut flavor, which I also appreciate. Now, is it better than the coconut shrimp from the boathouse? It's not even close. So would I rather pay $1.50 extra and get coconut shrimp from the boathouse? Without a doubt. But they're better than they look, I will say that. Also, I feel like you need a little bit more mango chutney, because at this point we're going to be like rationing out one single cube of mango per bite. There's only like 8 cubes of mango in here, so we're going to have to ration each bite. And although we don't have much of it, that mango chutney is actually fantastic. There's like some bits of red onion and like some red pepper in there. And the mango itself is really good. It's kind of dressed in like a citrusy kind of sauce. It's really, really good, that mango chutney. I bet you could put that on a lot of other stuff here and it would taste delicious. Well, we've got our appetizer out of the way, so now let's take a look over the entrees here. They have a seafood boil with shrimp, mussels, clams, and sausage. I almost got that. They also have a roasted cauliflower for the plant-based offering, but I heard that is changing to a plant-based crab cake in just a couple of days. They have a mojo chicken, which honestly sounds fantastic as well, with some Caribbean rice, black-eyed peas, and crispy garlic plantains. They have a shrimp scampi. I love a good scampi. They also have surf and turf. It's served with grilled shrimp instead of lobster tail. And it also has a key lime chimichurri, which sounded really good. And then they have the grilled mahi-mahi. This is kind of the thing that stayed on the menu throughout every single menu change here at the Coral Reef. It's like their signature dish. It's served with a coconut lime rice, mango salsa, avocado, and toasted coconut. I got that last time I was here, and I did enjoy it. It was a little bland, but when you kind of mix it in with the mango salsa, which I'm sure is what's served with the shrimp, it was good. And after our entrees have been brought to our table, I feel like I made the wrong decision here, and I should have just gotten the mahi again, because it was good last time I had it, but I decided to go with the shrimp scampi. This has fettuccine, garlic, lemon, white wine, butter, and parsley. $34. There are 5, I'd say, large-sized shrimp on here. They're not like extra large-sized, and the portion of pasta is a lot smaller than I was expecting here for $34. I expected the portion to be a little bit bigger here, but we'll try it out. Maybe it'll be delicious. Just the pasta first. The pasta here itself is extremely overcooked. It's almost to the point of like mush. I like an al dente pasta, and this is definitely not it. The portion of noodles in here, I feel like I've already eaten half of them, and I only had like one bite. So the pasta itself is very poorly cooked. I will say though, the sauce I was a little worried about, because with the scampi sauce, it shouldn't necessarily be like creamy like this. This looks like an Alfredo sauce. So I was like, that looks more like a shrimp Alfredo than a shrimp scampi, but I am getting the hints of the white wine and the lemon in there. So the flavor of the sauce is actually good. I wish the sauce was like a little bit thicker, because it's like very, very runny Alfredo sauce. That's like the consistency of it. But the flavor is on point. Shrimp now. Similar to the pasta, the shrimp is really overcooked and chewy as well. The only thing I'm tasting in terms of flavor from the shrimp is a slight like grill flavor. I don't think there's much seasoning on these shrimp at all. I need a little S, a little P, maybe even some Parmesan. I did get some Parmesan on the side, so I might have to sprinkle that on top, because the shrimp in general are flavorless and really, really tough from being overcooked. Maria, you got the mahi. How is it?
It is. It's.
That's not a good sign.
I know. I've been here. Okay. All right. Let me preface this. I come here a ton, or I used to last year, the year before, because I usually can't eat a lot of heavy foods. And this is a great place for healthy options if you have stomach issues. They only have one fish now, and it's mahi-mahi. They used to have salmon. They used to have grouper. They used to have shrimp and grits, lots of other stuff. Well, the mahi-mahi is really dry compared to the past. The sauce is not really a sauce. It's really thick. And it's literally the chutney from the shrimp that they just threw on here. So if you want, hey, Kristen, I got us a chutney. Just do a little boom.
Yeah, we have extra.
Good.
We have extra now.
I fixed it. So, I mean, I just feel like they're economizing. I guess the whole world is economically struggling, and I feel like we just found out that so is the Coral Reef.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, my pasta is just very, very mid. I don't think I'd probably get this again or necessarily recommend it. It's not. It's edible, and it's okay. It's just nothing that I would like go out of my way for or ever spend $34 on again. Or I'm technically not. I'm spending $78 on it. But Maria, can I get a piece of your fish? I need to
Sure?
I need to do the taste, the
Okay,
official
the
taste
will
test
be
here.
Softer.
I don't mind. I don't mind a
Oh yeah,
hard.
try the sauce.
It is really.
I didn't do that.
It is really hard, just from when I was like breaking it off.
No, Grandma, it's right there.
So you actually don't mind that.
Really?
It's not soft. Like, I know you like your fish very soft. It's not soft. But I love that mango chutney because it is the same mango chutney that they're serving with the coconut shrimp. So when you get a bunch of that chutney on there, it kind of takes over the flavor of the fish. And then you've got the meaty mahi there. I don't mind it. I think it's definitely better than my shrimp scampi here, for sure.
This is
For
not
sure.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the coconut shrimp, I actually think,
That's my favorite.
I cannot believe I'm saying this. Yeah, the coconut
Yeah.
shrimp out of everything we've gotten is the best thing on this table right now. I mean, we haven't gotten dessert yet, but out of everything so far, the coconut shrimp it didn't look the part, but I can't even get the chutney up now. It didn't look the
Sure,
part,
take
but
it from my mahi.
but it tastes okay. But oh my God, look at our view while we're eating our entrees here. There's little scuba divers,
Come for the view.
going by. We've got our stingray. He hasn't moved from this spot. He hasn't pooped either. We've got our scuba divers here. That's really cool. This is why you come here, the reef. Well, we are done with entrees here, and before we move on to dessert, I did want to mention that I asked if I was able to sub the dessert for an appetizer, because I prefer like savory to sweet, and they are not able to do that. I don't know, can they do that on the dining plan? I feel like they might be able to. Let me know in the comments if you're able to do that, if you have the dining plan, not the concert dining package. But I want to show you guys the desserts here. I believe all three of them are new. They have a Key West Sunset, which is like a key lime tart. They also have a pineapple coconut bread pudding. Sounds very familiar. And a chocolate mousse bar. You may be noticing that they got rid of like their dessert that they were really known for, the chocolate wave. It was like a chocolate molten cake with a scoop of like raspberry sorbet. I believe last time I was here in the winter, that's what I got, and this restaurant is really like known for that, so I'm surprised they kind of took it off the menu. But I did mention the pineapple coconut bread pudding. And I don't know if Coral Reef is trying to rip off Ohana here, but they've got the Ohana bread and the Ohana bread pudding here at Coral Reef. What is going on? Did the chef of Ohana like come over to Coral Reef or something? This menu is too similar. So you guys know I had to try this out to compare. This is the pineapple coconut bread pudding. It has vanilla ice cream, a warm rum caramel, and shaved coconut for $10. And I've got Ohana bread pudding fresh on my mind since I literally had it 2 days ago. So let's see how this one is. What I actually like about this bread pudding, the one thing I like better than Ohana is the caramel sauce. The caramel sauce on this one is like very, very thick. I think it adds like a great flavor to the bread pudding when you combine it with that vanilla ice cream. The caramel here is fantastic. I wish we could kind of take the caramel here and put it on the Ohana bread pudding. I still enjoy this one. It doesn't have as much as like a pineapple coconutty flavor. It kind of just tastes like a bread pudding with a hint of like coconut. Whereas Ohana is like really, really heavy on the pineapple coconut. This is just a little bit, but that caramel sauce. The caramel sauce on this is fantastic. Well, now that we're finished with our meal, we'll head outside and do a recap of everything that I experienced here at Coral Reef today. And then it's time to head over to America to catch the concert. And what better place to recap our meal than to seek some cover under the monorail beam here. It has started raining, but that's not going to stop us from going to see Joey. But yeah, let's talk about Coral Reef. This new menu kind of debuted a couple of months ago. I just haven't been able to make it over here, but I've been meaning to come try it out because some of the stuff on there sounded good. However, I think the old menu is probably better than the new menu. Not that the old menu is like anything stellar, but I think it was a little bit better. The spinach artichoke dip that I got when I came last time on the old menu was better than the coconut shrimp, and my mahi last time was better than my shrimp scampi this time around. Now, granted, the mahi is still on the menu, but I was really looking forward to the scampi. You know, I love a good scampi, and that wasn't it. They have a similar, like, creamy scampi kind of dish over at Trattoria Al Forno for, I think, cheaper. That is far better than the scampi I got tonight. And $73 is not a cheap meal. That's pretty expensive. And when you think about it, I kind of added everything that I got except the appetizer because that was not included. I added everything that came in the dining package up and it came to $61. So technically I'm paying $12 for the front half viewing of the concert tonight, which if you are wanting to see someone that's performing really bad, I definitely recommend you do the dining package for sure. There is no doubt about it. But when it comes down to it, I would not have ordered a drink over at the Coral Reef. So that definitely took away a little bit of the value for me personally. Now, there are some cheaper options when it comes to the dining package if you are interested in doing it. Beer Garden is a little bit cheaper, and I'd say that's like more worth it. Chefs de France as well, only $61. That's definitely more worth it than the Coral Reef in my opinion. But these are all the restaurants that kind of offer this offering, and the prices here. Regal Eagle is super cheap, $36. You can only book that day of. But if you're interested, just check out the Disney website. They're all kind of linked right there, but this is just a quick preview of the restaurants and prices. And when it comes to dining at the Coral Reef and trying out the new menu, unless you're really in it for the like aquarium viewing, which I must say is awesome. The kid at the table like in front of us was like wigging out every time the shark swam by and the stingray swam by. So kids absolutely love it, and adults as well. It is so unique and it's so awesome like dining in there. I absolutely love the ambiance. I wish the food could be a lot better. Let's be honest here. But I probably wouldn't like rush back unless I had a kid that like really you think would really enjoy the aquarium aspect of it, because that part is really, really cool. Don't go to Coral Reef just for the food. But guys, we have got to skedaddle on over to the America Pavilion because we've only got 10 minutes until the show starts. So we got to get a move on it. I don't think I'm going to make it in time, honestly. We've made it to Japan. My umbrella only flipped inside out once, and I think it just started. I hear them going. This is the line for the 8 o'clock show already lined up, but we're headed into the 6:45. You hear him? He's singing. I don't know what this song is. Sorry, guys. That was really fun. Joey Fatone always puts on such a good concert here in Epcot, and he always kind of brings some friends, and it was so cool that Lance Bass actually came out at the end. That was really, really awesome. Although last year, Murph from Impractical Jokers was here, so I wish he was here again this year. But Lance Bass is pretty cool. And how cool was it that Joey was once again wearing an LBVT, one of Maria's t-shirts that she makes. It was so cool. He was wearing the Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem tee. I have it. You've probably seen it in some of my videos. So I was wrong on my Sorcerer Mickey guess. He wore the Millennium Falcon tee to the first show tonight, Dr. Teeth tonight, for the second show that we saw, and I hear he might be wearing his Powerline tee, his Powerline LBVT, and singing some Powerline songs for the third show. I'm not going to stick around. I know Maria is sticking around because that is just awesome. Imagine seeing Joey Fatone wearing your Powerline tee, singing Powerline songs. That is just so awesome. So if you want to shop for any of the tees that you see me wearing, that you see Maria wearing, that you see Joey Fatone wearing, the link is down below in the description. So yeah, really thankful I got to see the show, and I feel like that was all in part because of the hurricane, because a lot of people have canceled their trips and a lot of people canceled their dining package reservations. So we were able to snag one earlier this morning. Usually for the more popular artists like Joey Fatone, the reservations go really, really quickly. So these were all booked up. That's the only reason we kind of were able to get one so last minute. So if you wanted to come see any of the more popular artists that are performing here for any of the concert series that they do in Epcot, definitely try and get your reservations pretty early on. We lucked out just because of the bad weather we have incoming. And speaking of, I hope everyone stays safe during the hurricane. My roommates and I have plenty of water, plenty of snacks, most importantly, stored away, and we're kind of doing everything we can. I've pre-recorded some videos, so you guys are still going to see some stuff while we have the hurricane going on. But everyone, please make sure you stay safe. I will be trying to stay safe as well. And yeah, hoping for the best. Before I head out, I want to give a shout out to all of my Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys for supporting the channel as always, and thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy honest Disney food videos, hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye.